Oh boy, in case you were just here previously, my apologies. If you're new, that's great. Come on by. Just lost the live stream. I was playing around with my USB cord here, and I disconnected my webcam. What's up, David? Just barely. So thanks for hanging with me, guys. That's okay, though, because it cleans up the stream. So for people who are going to watch it later, we're going to have more questions in here, and they won't have to wait and hear me drone on. So while we wait for some questions to come in right now, let me just tell you about what I've been doing. David wants to know where I'm at. I'm at one of my favorite coffee shops, a brew house in Pocatello. I do not like, the background that much, but it's not too bad. Maybe I'll switch the angle here. There. How about we do that, huh? How about we do that? So, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's really live now. In-stream editing. So, I hate the hinge on this laptop. It's always like there's going to be like an earthquake. Anyway, so I'm here, and the beard is coming back strongly. It's more like I forgot to shave, and I'm keeping it. So it's coming back. More gray hairs. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but some here. Coming back strongly. Been busy. Haven't been doing a whole lot outside of work, but I do my best. Been kind of reviewing some Node stuff. And yeah, I've got to get on Git. I was telling everyone, like, damn, I feel dumb. I feel dumb at work. And that's totally okay. That's when I learn the most, when I mess up, when I feel like kind of like crap. So, I've learned more in these last 4 months than I ever have before, and I've got to learn more to get on everyone else's skill level, to get onto the level that they expect me to be at. That's what I'm most worried about. So, some of you might be thinking, why would you say that in a live stream? Like, it's transparent. Like, I know they know that. I just, and if they ever watch this, they're going to be aware of it. Like, I want them to be aware that, hey, I got to step it up. Of course, do that at work as well. So there you go. We got 4 coming in, 5. If you guys do like this content, by the way, let me know with one of these thumbs up. If you're watching this at a later time and you have a question, put it in the comment section over here, over here. I don't know where they put these things. They move them all the time. So I'll answer it later as well. Got my coffee. Got 2 likes. Muchos gracias. That is Spanish for thank you very much. And as you can tell, I do not speak it fluently. In case anyone's wondering, I know I have this very Spanish-speaking looking face, but I don't know it. So anyway, things are all right. Things are good. This weekend, I'll get all the time. It's 9:30 here. The day is just being whittled away, I feel like. So, and we'll hang out here for a while. Many progress with those study with me videos. I just put out a poll to see if I should do my review first or study with me video. I've been busy. I've had people come in. Let me rephrase. I've been spending a lot of time with family and been really working to just get up to par at work. Yeah, I've done a lot of these videos, but it's not the same in what you need to do and stuff. So like SVG animation, when you got to do it for real, like you've got to know it. When you got to make a React like application, and you got to get it up at a certain time, and you've got to put, make it work with Webpack and Babel, and you've got to make it work a specific way. That's when the real learning happens, when you're doing a real project. So that's what I've been focusing on. And even like this week, maybe I'll put in 5-6 hours. No, excuse me. I want to try to put in 8 hours. I got to learn Git, man. Like, I've got some Git stuff, but like Git stash pop, and like all those things. Yeah, I know how they work, kind of, but I don't know them in context. Git diff, like I don't use it as much as I should, and it would be very helpful for me to learn that right now. Extremely frustrating, and necessary to learn. So I was saying in the previous live stream that got cut off, I'll learn a ton of stuff. I'll be like, yeah, I finally caught up. I'm finally way better. Like, I'm a professional, which, I am. But then get knocked down and got to do it all over again, get knocked down, do it all over again. So that's where I'm at. I think I want to do data structures and algorithms to improve my plain old CS and JavaScript skills, and also so I don't have to like struggle every time I learn a framework or spend less time, because I don't really struggle too much. But like AngularJS took me forever to learn. React took me a long time to learn, but I think I learned AngularJS in half the time I learned React. And I still need to learn more about React and stuff. But the next thing will come, like Vue. Vue's going to come. So if you learn those underlying principles, it's not going to be so hard. But UI UX is something I'd rather go into too. So there's all these things. If you're just good, you don't really have to worry about chasing the money. And that's what I kind of want to do too. I want to be good at what I really like. And so like what I really, really like is UI and UX. That's my favorite. But it takes time to get good, and so you need to be able to make the UI first. So a lot of CSS, and I would consider myself an expert on CSS. But here's the crazy thing. Guys that I work with, that's not even their specialty, they're more expert than me. Like, what the heck? So even though, it's all about the group of people you work with, right? The group of people I work with are super skilled, and they make me look like a tool. So it's like, damn, I gotta get better. I gotta get better fast. One of the good things is CSS isn't nearly as hard to get good fast as something like JavaScript. So I was able to bump that up a lot. Using my specificity is the most important thing. But I've also done a lot of stuff with Sass, making mix-ins and using them, like in production, making them work. Of course, variables, doing BEM with Sass. Extend, like using the extend property to create a specific class, all those things. And then React, not React, using Bootstrap or using a whole bunch of modules with React to make them work, and just getting up on that documentation as fast as possible. Now, I still need a lot of help from our senior guys, and they help me out all the time, and to the point where I feel like, man, I'm asking too much. But gosh dang it, it helps so much when somebody can just help walk you through a lot of these things. And then it's really rewarding when you can share something that you've learned, or you can help in your own way, contribute. So when you can do that, I feel like I can help justify it a bit. I don't know where I was going with that. Someone help me. So basically, I always feel kind of shitty. So not always, but because I'm around such talented developers, like I've had to become more talented myself, and they're still way more talented than me, and I just got to step it up. Just step it up, Working on real projects in production, that helps. Not in production, but like putting them out to production. So that helps a ton, in my opinion. Keep those questions coming, guys. I think Dave is the only one rocking the questions. I might have answered some of them before, but if you have any questions, put them there. It helps the channel grow. David says that feeling of inadequacy is very real when working with other talented devs. Yeah, not even other just talented devs. That's how I feel. Like, what are you talking about? There's other talented devs. I'm not talented, but looking back, I'm more talented than I ever have been. That's not to say I'm a talented dev. That just means that I'm way better, and I have to remember that all the time. Way better than I was 4 months ago. Like, way better. So it's kind of frustrating. So study more, study up, get some experience, give it a little bit of time. It's only been 4 months. In another 4 months, I can't even think about how good I'm going to improve. It's more like up to me. I think JavaScript is and Git, a lot of the tools are what I'm going to have to get better at. So I've learned a lot about production tools that we've used and how to use them, at least in in the context of my work. That's another thing that's been important to me as well. So yeah, learn all the time. Gerwin says, I don't know what that means. I swallow, come. Ah, you got me. Most excellent, Gerwin. Hats off to you. You got it? I swallow, come? Oh, man, that's a good one. You got me. Cheers. Anyone else have some great questions or comments that they'd like for me to read out loud? Please, by all means, let me know. Let me know. Gerwin, most excellent. Good content. Oh, David, why didn't you leave that one up there? No, it's quite all right. Yeah, time him out. Time him out. Sorry, Gerwin. I'm glad you're here, though. I always think like these are people that I know in real life that come over here and like try to spam me if they don't like me. But you know, trolls are everywhere. That's another thing. I can take trolls in stride now for the most part. Not a big deal. Appreciate the thumbs up. Appreciate the comments. Yeah, what else is going on? What else is going on? What's the next project I did after front-end master's review? Probably study with Mies. Like I haven't looked into it, but like it's hard. Like I don't want to make content. You know how to do X, Y, Z. There's plenty of other people that do it way better than I do. Study with me, and after the study with me videos, oh, like I think I need to do a portfolio video, man. Like do a real portfolio because I think it's about time. Hold on one second. I got to get my power cord out here because my laptop is dying. But I think that a portfolio video, like how to make another portfolio, is going to be decent. Because after I made that crappy series before, I got better and did another portfolio. And then I got even better. And I've done projects with React now, too, in production. So like I'm ready to redo this. I've done way, way better at CSS, way better than I could ever thought. Like I can almost do anything I want with CSS, given the limitations, and even some SVG animations. So I can do basic SVG animations, and I can go farther than that now. And I want to put those all in there and like take you guys along with my new portfolio because it's almost ready to go. I mean, if I wanted to make a new portfolio, it would be way better than my current portfolio. So that's kind of what I want to do. And then it kind of acts as your resume too. But other than that, I think that's it for videos because I'm trying to just keep up on my own stuff too, with family stuff and stuff. You know, you know, I don't have all the stamina in the world anymore, because I'm 30, almost 31. So yeah, so just trying to stay alive. But I think making probably a portfolio series, like, hey, I'll take you along. Now I know a lot more about how to handle these things, and kind of like, oh, this is what this means. I'm not going to do it live. Live coding is the dumbest thing to me, as far as my channel goes. That's not what we do here. There's people that are way better at coding. So tried it, terrible. It didn't go over too well. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Corbetti, how was your experience with Front-End Masters? Pretty darn good. I really do like them. All the courses are pretty up to date. Some things that may be an issue for a lot of people is it's not a lot of hands-on coding. Like you do it at the same time. It's more like lecture, then build something, or lecture and then do an exercise. Lecture, do this. And so some people don't like that. When you're in a classroom setting that they're in, like there's people there to help you out. You do it all together. You can clarify with questions. When you're doing it like on an online thing, It's just like do it until you guess you get it right, or how long you stay stuck. So that can be an issue. But I do like the lecture version. It's just another way to consume content and get stuff. And you can get like a lot of stuff from experts on there. So like the full stack or back end for front end developers was done by Jem Young. Good stuff. Really like that. Really liked his courses. Also, what's that guy? What's that guy that's doing the Node courses? I love that guy's teaching style. Scott Moss. Scott Moss, also excellent. I mean, they're all really good. Those are just the ones I'm taking right now. Good guys. Liked him a lot. Worth checking out for at least a month. Have you read Mike Hawk? I don't know. I don't know, Bob. That's nothing I've seen. Mike Hawk. Is this like another one of those things? Let me know. I haven't. I think you're just if you can't clarify that, I can't answer that question for you. So sorry, Bob. I swear. I swear. Real Tough Candy, good dev. I don't know. I haven't seen Real Tough Candy stuff in a while. I actually did check her out the other day. Just checked her channel. I didn't see any of her YouTube videos. I think it was like 2 or 3 days ago. But I haven't actually watched. I don't know like enough. I know she knows PHP and stuff, but I don't know PHP. I can't really comment on that. What's good? So basically, lecture videos and then you code on your own afterwards, putting what you learned into practice. Not necessarily afterwards, like in like each section you'll do that, and sometimes you'll code live. But a lot of it is lecture, and some of it like it's diagram and stuff. Really good stuff. You have Q&A for clarification and stuff. Sorry, Jayhawk. I see your comment here about your channel, but you got to give us a reason why, and you got to tell us what's going on. Sean Wilson says, what's something I should focus on to get my first client in terms of my offer? Maybe I should focus on landing pages, website creation for a certain niche, etc. Yeah, you should. But even before that, you should be able to put your best foot forward. So have a resume, have something that's an actual web page or something there. Got to run, man. See you, David. Curtis says, have you heard of web microservices? Yeah, I have. Or I've heard of NoSQL, of course. Yeah, NoSQL is like kind of like document style, like MongoDB. I have never used CouchDB. I have not used MuleSoft. So yes, Curtis, I have. But I don't know too much about microservices. Let's see here. Microservices, a variant of service-oriented architecture style that structures an application in a collection of loosely coupled services. So something that you could use like Kubernetes with or something. Account service, inventory service, cool stuff. Looks like the right way to do stuff. Yeah, so here's something that's interesting. We have Jayhawk here. He's only 13 in the chat. Thanks for coming by the way. Appreciate it. Love it when younger people are here. You're doing yourself a really good service. If you choose to continue to learn how to program and code, whether it be front-end development or back-end or something else, starting that young is really awesome. My son is 11, and he doesn't do that stuff. So yeah, I want to commend you on that. He has a channel, and he wants us to subscribe. So here's something interesting, Jayhawk. If you're doing a YouTube channel or just good life advice in general, it's not so much about what we want. Like I can say subscribe, but I have to give a reason why. Like, why would you want to subscribe? It's not about me. It's about you or whoever's watching. I have to provide value. Otherwise, there's no reason to subscribe. There's no reason to come to this live stream. And so the value for you coming to this live stream is me answering questions for you, or you learning about my life as a developer and how you can incorporate that yourself rather than just me saying subscribe. And it's not to be mean or anything like that, but this is how you're going to get those subscribers. So think about your channel, how you're providing value, and how you can get people to come to your channel. So GraphQL, will you learn it next? Everybody's talking about, oh, it's like unavoidable. It's one of those things I have here on Front End Masters, and I'll probably review the course. I don't know how much I'm going to put into it. Maybe just watch it before I go to bed, but that's it. That is it. Telmo, what's going? You have hair again. Yeah, down here, not so much up here. So yeah, I just got lazy. Stop shaving. Jayhawk, let me know if that answers your question, or if you have questions, go ahead and ask them, man. Jayhawk says, well, I don't really have bad and good videos, but I'm cool with myself and my vids. Well, that's fine. But if you want to have subscribers, Jayhawk, for those of you who just got here, Jayhawk wants us to subscribe to his channel. And he's 13 years old. So, having a YouTube channel, come to these things with front-end developers, really great job. But you're going to want to find out how you can get people interested in your channel and less about you needing people. It's how you can provide service to people. Christ Center Dev, hey, Ricky, hey, Telmo. Telmo, what's going on with you, man? I haven't heard much about you. Let me know. Sean says, are people willing to pay for a website in 2019, or are most people using cookie cutter pre-built and outsourcing cheaper work from Fiverr? A lot of people are doing that. A lot of people are using these pre-built tools. That's not bad. That just means that the skill level has significantly changed or over the years. So a basic website, yeah, you can do it. If you want it to be exactly like you want, you need a dev. If you want to add e-commerce custom, you need a dev. But a lot of these things you don't if you're small business. And so it's kind of weird. Like the small business web developers, they have starting to get a separate skill set from the front end developers or the back end developers. Yeah, you can start. That might be a good thing to start with. But even like I talked to my brother. Well, he's not my brother-in-law yet, but he's gonna be. Anyway, my future brother-in-law, I was talking to him. I was like, yeah, we're trying to hire people, but like the people we're finding now, we live in a small area with not a lot of front-end devs in general. But the thing is, like, he's finding like these people that have done, like their company is finding people that have done Squarespace or WordPress and stuff like that. And so they can't really find front-end devs. So you can see that that might not help you as much as you think. It might get you your foot in the door, it might give you a start, but that's not necessarily what some of these bigger companies are looking at. So I would start with that, basic HTML, do something for free, or maybe just like a landing page site. Maybe send off an email or something. That's a great way to learn. There's this lady out here. I see her. This is Sandy. She works here. She owns this place. She doesn't work here. Anyway, that was kind of creepy. You're all shaded out there. You want to come say hi? So hi. This is, she let me, oh, I was just telling them they're talking about doing websites for small businesses, and they're doing a lot of WordPress and stuff, right? Have you looked at any of that yourself?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but like with your small business like friends, are they using a lot of that, like Squarespace or anything?
Not Squarespace, no.
No.
No, they're not. But I would like to actually check into that.
Yeah, check into that. But as far as I know, a lot of small businesses are using like this pre-built things like WordPress. But anyway, if you find out,
get there.
Yeah, let me know.
You're gonna help me get there.
Yeah. Let's see here. I missed a lot of things here. So let's see. Anyway, Sean says, I've tried to get into web dev for years, kept going through strong phases, months. Yeah, me too. And I do it for a living. Of learning and then getting discouraged and not coding for months. Okay, not coding, that's not an option. I do it for a living. But, like these last 2 months, super hard. And then like the last 2 weeks, kind of soft. Really hard at work and then come home and do a little bit, like an hour or two. It's nice hearing your input. So I started my first video when I was 9. Awesome, Jayhawk. Awesome. Christ Center Dev. Check out Lambda School. Yeah. What's his name? Joshua Fluke just did a video on it. Like one of the guys that he followed. It's free until you get a dev job paying $50K USD or more. It has part-time and full-time stuff. Cool. Sean says, I am self-taught and went through Udacity's Now Degree program. I did too. I did a little bit of stuff with Treehouse as well. I did too. So I'd love to check out that resource. What resource are we talking about? Are we talking about Front of the Masters? You'd be ready for it. You'd be ready. Telmo says, what have you been up to lately? Surviving at work. That's really what it is. Like, I swear, holy shit. The last week or two, just like, it all came like, I'm just gonna get this up as soon as possible. Bad idea. Yes, I'll get this done on this day. You should have said, give me another day. But at the same time, some of these things that happens, you can't learn until you're actually going through it or made a boo-boo, And so I learned a lot. Just trying to get Babel and Webpack working right, support IE11 stuff, like, so I've learned a ton, and I'm pretty happy with it. Now I can do anything I want to with UI with React. Let's see here. Jayhawk, I have a total of 200 something views on my channel. That's pretty cool, Jayhawk. That's awesome. Yeah. What questions do you have about web development, Jayhawk? That's or e-learning, that pertain to this channel. Let me know and I can answer those questions for you, or even to grow your own YouTube channel. Those are things that we're here for. GoDaddy, Squarespace, Curtis says, cool stuff. Davis says, should 10,000 lines of code be sufficient for a junior dev? I don't know what that even means, Curtis. So it's not so much how many lines, it's rather how good those lines are and how necessary they are, and if that's going to be enough for whoever hires you, a freelance or not. So it's really the quality and it's the context that we need. What's the quality? What's the application? But I mean, if it's like I need to write out 10,000 lines of code, that's fine to do as well. Not a bad idea. Web development, I really have no clue. That's okay, Jayhawk. What brought you to this channel? That's what I like to know. Curtis says, good stuff, talking about real challenges at work. Yeah, right? Like, I'm like, oh no, my employers are going to see this. Well, they already know. They already know. So if they do watch this, hey, I'm aware. I'm going to bust my ass off. I have been studying and stuff to make sure that I am the least inefficient that I can be. Sup, Trones? Thanks for coming by. Yeah, Christ-centered Dev has a good idea. What brought me to your channel? My friends told me about you. Oh, that's cool, Jayhawk. Thanks. I'm glad your friend sent you my way. But think about it more about why you want to subscribe to this channel. If it's just to hop on this channel and have people subscribe to you, it's not the best fit. You want to make sure that your content is in line with my content and that you have things to share with my audience. Then by all means, I'd say, hey, check out his channel. For instance, Telmo. You guys should check out Telmo's channel. He's also a developer here. He does a lot of cool stuff. What is it? Front end in C#, I think. Icaro, thanks for coming by. What were you, like number three subscriber? Big ups to Icaro. We got the old chat popping off right now. Jayhawk says, why I want to sub is that you're cool, you're nice, and the only just a little bit of the time edit my videos. Thanks. Thanks. You might want to look deeper to see how I can help you. Has3, dude, I don't think I've seen you here. Thanks for coming by. Hi. Icaro says, what are you talking about? Oh, Icaro, everything from web development. We have Jayhawk here, a young subscriber, or I don't know if he's a subscriber, but a young audience member, I guess, a young viewer that's trying to start his own YouTube channel, and he wants us to subscribe. But I've been kind of telling him, like, hey, you got to have something in touch with our audience. Christ-centered Dev, Telmo was awesome. Sandwich maker to software developer. Yes. That's some cool shit right there. So Curtis says, do you go to code meetups? Yes, I do, actually. But we don't actually code too much. we do a lot of different things, but we'll talk about the industry, we'll talk about our specific like areas, what people are dealing with as far as like challenges and how they approach them, things like that, or just shoot the shit, you know. KC, you always change your screen name on me, but I'm glad to keep that profile pic so I know who you are. Let's see. Seems like Jayhawk only plays bootleg Fortnite games. Hey, you know what, Jones? He's only 13 years old. Let's give him a break. Telmo says, Ricky, what I need is good video editing like yours. I'm not too good at it. Hey, that's like the one thing. What I need is skills like yours. Like I see all these other developers. I go to work and I'm just like, I can't do it. Like my face is gonna melt off. Like I can't get good enough fast. So I need to spend less time editing, which I have been actually, ironically, and more time actually developing. Jayhawk says, I don't like Fortnite. I play PUBG, OG, and Creative Destruction. Fortnite gets boring. Yeah, that's okay, Jayhawk. That's okay. Sean says, okay, last question. No, Sean, more questions. Bring them on. With our current economy, is it worth getting back into web development with the intent to freelance full-time? No. And yeah, I know that's a big, hard no. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you the exceptions. If you already have the skill and you've been working at a job and you've built up your clientele, then yeah. Or you're able to do it side by side, then yeah, it's fine. If your intent is solely to go into freelance, given any state of the economy, if you don't have like a nest egg, if you don't have the education or the experience, don't do it. Period. I won't do it. And I feel like I have a lot of adequate experience and skill to do freelance. Okay. Gordon Morvis, how did you get to 5,000 subs? Okay, legitimate question. People like the content. You do a few things. You ask after you've provided value. You can kind of like route this stuff through your Twitter or your LinkedIn or Facebook and add them to relevant places, and people decide that they want to come and watch your channel. Kirkwood 81. Hey Ricky, can you move towards learning React with only the small amount of JavaScript skills? You can. It will be incredibly frustrating, and I think you should. That's how I started. I always say, like, man, I wish I needed to know more JavaScript before I got into React. But the reality is, I thought I was hot shit because I could use jQuery, and I could do a little bit of JavaScript. Fine, so I learned React. Oh, it's a different ball game. Like, you just need to know so much more to do it. But how are you going to know until you actually get in there, right? What is this imports thing? Where do I put my script tags in the HTML file? Like, how come there's only one file, and how come there's only one div? And like, what is this? How come I can like, what is this thing with a question mark in the middle of my HTML JSX? Like, you're gonna learn a lot, and I would recommend it and learn all along the way. It's gonna be good for you. Yeah. How do you? Oh. You're very successful YouTube. Congrats. I swear I know who this person is. What's your YouTube goal? Subs? No. Gerwin Morbis. If we've met before, that's not it. This is a piece of my career, a piece of my portfolio, as you will. So it helps with your career trajectory. I've used it. A lot of people have used it. Well, it feels like a lot of people. A lot of people on YouTube have used it. It's just one piece of my career. Jayhawk says, I might start recording myself when I have baseball games and all that good stuff. If you want, the important thing is, Jayhawk, is to think about your audience. Start looking at YouTube as not just a place to upload videos, but a place to learn and study. Study your analytics, study who you want to reach, and study how you're going to get there. That means looking up internet searches, maybe going to the library and learning about these things if you can find resources on YouTube. But mostly, you can find some things on YouTube. Daryl Eves is a great resource. And start really studying your analytics and doing these things. And I can hear you, oh, I don't want to do that. Like, that's how people get good. That's how these younger guys got good too. So what, Mr. Beast? He does a lot of that too. So, check that out. Marsh says, getting good at designing is hard. Yeah, it is, and challenging. Don't know if I will be good enough. You don't know until you try. I mean, everyone starts out kind of crappy. Sure, there's those exceptions, but not me. And I haven't done design for since my last portfolio, so at least 6 months. And guess what? I'm not afraid. I deal with senior designers all the time. Look at their Photoshop comps all the time, or something like that. And so, I'm getting better too just by having to code up these things and looking at Photoshop, interacting with Photoshop myself. And so when I go back, I'll be better. But not everyone has that option. So if you get good at development, you are doing a form of design, whether you like it or not. You're getting better at your tools, so you'll know what's possible, and then you can focus on your design. Jayhawk says, thanks for the inspiration. My pleasure, Jayhawk. What do I do if I want to become an astronaut? Oof, that's a tough one. So these are the realities, right? I have a friend who, let's just say hypothetically, who wants to do these things. With some of these things, it's both skill, background, luck. To become an astronaut, you've got to research how to become an astronaut, and you probably have to be lucky enough to start young and be on the right path. Sometimes, like with web development, very lucky. We can start at an older age, or there's less barriers to entry. They're still there. But you've got to choose the right path and stick to it and be able to sacrifice and know that it might not work out. If you want to become an astronaut, go to school, learn about it, learn online about people who became astronauts, and follow that path if you still want to. I watch Typical Gamer, GTA Fails, Jelly, and others, but Typical Gamer, my favorite. Cool. H3ST, do the certifications worth it? I think you mean, are the certifications worth it? They're okay. Certifications are they are no substitute for actual projects. But if that's all you got, put it up. Yeah, for sure. But don't expect that certification to fully carry you. I don't mean the knowledge, just the certification. Do I need to pay for it? No, I guess that answers your question. No, you don't need to pay for it. Perrine, thanks for coming by. Kirkwood, how do I link my index HTML file to my WordPress page? Oh, I don't know enough about WordPress to know, but I think we could Google it. I think I don't even know, a lot of people you do that within WordPress. I don't know so much about linking your index. Someone help this man out. I haven't done WordPress for about 4 years, and I did it only for a little while. Icaro says, what are you studying now or working on? Node.js, I'm reviewing that, and then some algorithms, and this weekend specifically, Git. Gotta improve my Git. More than just merge, making new branches, going back through commits like diffs and stash pop and all that stuff. I need to get better at that. I just need to. Gerwin, what the hell are all these questions? I'll answer them, but they're not offensive or anything. Would you say that being British is a disadvantage to become an astronaut? I don't know. I literally don't know. These are, you can go ahead and ask me questions, but I have to give you my context. I don't know enough about that to answer correctly. Joshua says, what's your take on Lambda School Bootcamp? I don't know. Just like everyone else, people who haven't gone through it. I think it's good, but I have not reviewed it. I just see their commercials. Jerome says, let me ask a web developer on how to become a doctor. Yeah, let me tell you here, boy. You go to school and you learn good. But Gerwin, I apologize. We shouldn't be making fun of Gerwin. That's very rude of me. So, I apologize about that. So let's go ahead and kind of lay off that person. My apologies. Shouldn't have done that. Joshua says, have you ever used Webflow? No. Christ Center Dev. I'm starting Lambda School part-time April 22nd. Dude, if you're doing that, let's get you on the channel and let's do an interview so we can talk about it. I can ask you some questions if you want and point you to people vlogging there and experience. Absolutely. Ask Will. Would you think that being a carrot would be a better experience than being a potato? I don't know, Jason. I don't know. I mean, sorry, Gerwin. I don't know. Vereen says, hi, what's a good platform to get projects for junior front-end developer like Fiverr? I guess Fiverr. I would just go straight to your local businesses and say, hey, here's my portfolio, and explain what you can do and why you're doing it. Like, I need some experience. Would you be able to provide it to me? I'll do a site for cheap. Joshua says, I already go there. I don't know what that means. Oh, Joshua's in Lambda right now. Nice. What's up, Telmo? I need a job. Kirkwood, don't we all? Sean says, seems like web dev firms, teams, and individuals are struggling to find clients. So my new approach is going to be to polish my web dev skills with the intention of becoming able to sell for developers. That's pretty niche. Good idea. Ricky, I'd be up for an interview after I've experienced several weeks in the program if you want. I do. Hit me up on Facebook. I think we're on Facebook, right? Hit me up there. Oh, and by the way, if you guys ever want to hit me up, I think my LinkedIn's on my page. You can always hit me up on LinkedIn or through YouTube, either one. And I'll do my best to answer your questions. I am busy, but I try to go ahead and answer your questions. But really, the best place to do that is right here on one of these Q&As. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Grad Center Dev. I need some more coffee. I'm going strong for 41 minutes. And if you haven't given me some of these likes, I would appreciate it if you do. Beg for likes. Please give me some of those likes. I need them. I gotta get better at selling these things. Gerwin, are you Muslim? No, I'm not Muslim. Fair question, I guess. Fair question. No. But those are all the questions I'm going to answer about religion or politics today. Any advice on junior projects for front-end developers? Junior projects for front-end developers. I always say fully responsive portfolio is number one. After that, Ajax calls. So something that has to do with Ajax. Trones, let's go ahead and show that. Normally, I block some of the swearing, but today I'm going to let it go. Yeah. So, Jayhawk says, have a great day. See you later. Got to go let my phone charge. All right, Jayhawk, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming by. We appreciate having you. The Bally's Code. When did you realize that you transitioned from junior to senior? Dude, I still haven't. That's just the title that's given to me, and now I have to live up to it. So I don't know if I made the transition. It's just like, oh shit, that's what they're calling me. I've got to get up to that level. Never, never, Ballas. Joshua, I will DM you about Lambda. Ricky, sounds good. I'd be open to an interview. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm about to start my third week in Lambda school for sure. Hit me up on LinkedIn or on, I don't know how to do it on YouTube. Hit me up on LinkedIn. Peace out, Jayhawk. Facebook best. You could do Facebook if you wanted. LinkedIn is probably the best. But either one. I knew Will from LinkedIn. I try to keep my Facebook separate. Like I kind of made a boo-boo. I need to make a fan page. Just being honest with you guys, because sometimes I'll get random people and they kind of mix in my normal life, and it's kind of all over the place. Like sometimes I won't respond, and it's just because it's mixed in with everything else. My bad. I agree. A lot of people in the world. Yes, Joshua. I'm in Form 2 in school. I don't know what that means. It might be from a different country. In the U.S., we go by junior stuff. What subjects are interesting to choose? Gerwin, the subjects that are interesting to choose are the ones that are interesting to you. Especially when you're like that young, the most important thing is to learn how to learn. And it's not really how the school system is set up. But as long as you're learning, teaching your brain how to learn new skills, that's what you should do. Jayhawk's the champ here. He's on 2 phones. He's watching on 2 phones. Appreciate it. Praveen CH, what to learn to start my career in front-end development and earn good income on Fiverr? I don't know, man. Like, I'm not a Fiverr guy. I'm not a Fiverr dude. I would first try to do local. That's what I tell everyone. Do local and then try Fiverr if that works. Because not everyone lives in the U.S. In the U.S., it's not very cost-effective. But maybe where you're at, it is. You know, build up that portfolio, build up that resume. The Ballast Code says, what stack do you use at work, and what is your favorite stack to use? It is NDA is what it is. I can't tell you what it is, but I do full stack. No, excuse me. I do front-end development, if that's any indication. NDA stands for non-disclosure agreement. Joshua says, I just want to say that I really like the vibe of your channel. Thanks, Josh. I've been trying to get it more vibey, but and I just got a subscription to a ton of royalty-free music, so it's going to be super dope. Okay, now I might be embellishing a little bit, but always trying to make the quality go up in some aspect. Joshua says, I agree. Fiverr is good if you already have a following. Kind of like eBay, ratings are everything there. Sean says, have you played with your headless CMS yet? No. Have I played with headless CMS? No, I want to. No reason to do it. So I focus on other things. But I want to. Sounds great. Really, though. I'm not. Like, I really do. Jayhawk says, how many subscribers have to have before you get paid? Oh, good question. So it's not related to web development, but I can answer that. It is, I think you have to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers and maybe it's 4,000 or 40,000 hours watched. I think it might be 4,000 hours watched within like the last year or something. Check it out. You can Google it. The answer is not readily available, but I think those are the current requirements. Gordon Moore says, why is the chat bullying me? Okay, I don't know. I don't know, bud. I don't know. You'll have to deal with it. Just stop asking weird questions. That's no, not asking weird questions, but I don't know. Just try to stay on topic with questions. Just keep on topic. I'm struggling with this. And the one real question that brought me to your channel was, my girlfriend told me that you can give me good advice. Well, I hope I was able to. Well, hats off to your girlfriend. If she's subscribed to the channel, tell her thanks. Appreciate it, Jayhawk's girlfriend. You're the real MVP. Joshua says, to be honest, it's a true story, though. Yeah. Wow, my wife just brought me a mug of coffee. She knows me. Yo. Everyone's wife and girlfriend, you're the real MVP. I don't have a wife or girlfriend. This is what I'm stuck with. Joshua says, stay on topic. Yeah, there you go. Good advice, Joshua. She's asking you unrelated questions. That's what it is. That's why you're getting bullied. You're asking me unrelated questions. Keep on topic, Gordon. We'd be more than happy to answer your questions. Mark says, yeah, I really appreciate the time you give to us. My pleasure. No problem. Your advice are really helpful. Well, I'm glad you think so. So it helps boost my ego. Helps me repair myself every week after feeling like a total bonehead. And that's still true, Get that MVP out there, minimum viable product. What does that mean? Get something out as soon as possible that will work and then improve upon it. I'm a big proponent of that because sometimes you just won't know. And that's also what Mark from Front End Masters thinks too. I did a Q&A with him. Telmo, what are you planning to learn next? Data structures, algorithms. Like literally next is like improve my Git, but like the big thing data structures. I already spent a lot of time on algorithms, but now I've gotten way better with the language. Data structures, algorithms, maybe some more React. SVG animation, I don't think so, but if it comes up, yeah. I've learned basic SVG animation and been able to do them and put them into production. So, yeah. D3 maybe, but mostly data structures and that. Come on. Data structures, algorithms. Topic is web dev. Yo, big ups to everyone in the chat that's helping Gerwin here, or G Wern. Big ups. Thanks. Appreciate it. Jayhawk, today is a day when I met my girlfriend, and we've been together for a year now. Stay on topic, but that's good. Good for you. Keep your relationships going. But don't get too serious at that age. Christ Center Dev. Yeah. That's how my wife sees me. MVP. Sorry, bad dad joke. Oh, minimum viable. You're the real MVP. Okay. I got it. Yeah, that's funny. That's a good dad joke. What are you talking about? That's great. We'll get off a little bit off topic, but still on topic. Why did the hipster burn his mouth on the coffee? Because he drank it before it was cool. So there's some bad dad jokes for you out there. Neil says, I bought Dylan's algo course, but not ready for it yet. Plus, he uses TypeScript. Oh, TypeScript. Oh. It's supposed to help you out. I haven't learned it. So much to learn. Winter, haven't seen you here for a while. I couldn't find any remote jobs for vanilla JavaScript. Yeah, no. You're not going to find any. You're going to have to study hard and learn a framework or two. Just start with one. Just try to get a job. That's just where you're going to learn the most. Peace out, Telmo. Thanks for coming by. IoT or VR, AR gaming interests you? Internet of Things interests me a lot. Joshua does like my dad joke, I think. So I'm glad. How software development different from web development? They're two things, right? They're not two things. They're actually part of the same family. Like software development encompasses a lot, and web development is a niche of that. And front-end development is like a niche of that. Software development, all-encompassing. Web development, niche of software development. Front-end development, a specific specialized skill of web development. Gerwin. Last warning. We're going to put you in timeout. The next one, we're going to have to just ban you from the channel, and then you'll have to make a whole new account and come back. Jayhawk, how do I web development? I'm only in 6th grade. I don't know that much yet. Okay, good question. You just need to Google what web development is and start doing things. Learn about HTML, CSS. You have little building blocks, right, Gerwin? So you're in 6th grade. If you remember in 1st grade or 2nd grade, when you started reading and stuff, could you read a whole book? Probably not. You had to learn from A, B, C. The same is true here. Look up JavaScript courses for kids, and they'll have easy things for you to start learning. You just do it a little bit at a time. Yeah, Tronesies. They're interesting to say the least. It's been a good live stream though. 13 people, 9 likes. Let me know, do you guys prefer like this more laid back version that I've been doing, or do you prefer the more proper version when I do this? I feel like because I haven't worked on too much editing, I've been trying to actually open up and be a little more loose, and with the assumption that it's going to provide better quality to the channel, better content. Thanks for the help, friend. My pleasure. Yeah, you like the laid back stuff. Laid back Luke. Okay, laid back channel. For those of you who don't know, laid back Luke is a DJ. I haven't listened to his stuff in years. Jayhawk, you should start with Code Academy. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I think I'm using it in years. The Ballast Code says, did you prepare and search for your current job, or did you stumble upon it? Or would you suggest someone go about getting that senior role? They came to me. So that's how I got this job. I had a recruiter reach out to me. Awesome guy. Like him a lot. And brought me out. They decided they wanted to hire me. That's how I got my job. So. You like a mix of laid back and stuff? Yeah. Like when you're teaching or explaining something like a review. You don't want somebody like, yeah, it's dope, son. Get on that review. Pay them $30 bills. It's hella good. Yeah. I feel you on that. So like, yeah, I think so. Kirkwood says, here's a hard one. Can someone help me with my console because I accidentally collapsed the elements, if that makes sense? Like your, are you talking about your Google console, your Chrome console? Let me know. My favorite on your channel is interviews and also reviews. Yeah. The reviews are the big thing because yes, they're super niche, but they're not like an iPhone. They take a long time to get down good. Get them good. Marsh says, laid back as long as you enjoy, take less pressure. Yeah. Kirkwood, HTML elements. So, I don't know, Kirkwood. I'm having a hard time. Here's a hard one. Can someone help me with my console? Because I accidentally collapsed. Oh, I see. Well, there's on the left side of that in your console, there should be a caret, like an arrow that points like this, right? You just open that up on the left side. But if you deleted them, just refresh. So yeah, inspect that element that you are in, and then on the right side, you're going to see like a bunch of DOMs and stuff, a bunch of nodes or like divs and stuff. So here's one, and it's going to be out here. And if you go to the left, there's like an arrow. You may not see it, but when you go to that line and go all the way to the left, you'll see it. Live stream and interview is the mainstream of tomorrow. Yeah. Jayhawk says, my hard drive for my Xbox is messed up and it won't let me download GTA 5 again. I don't know. Unfortunately, web development does not give me the skills to address your problem. Sorry. Kirkwood, I would have to see this. I am sorry. Some of these things I just can't really tell. Like unless I have something in front of me. So my apologies. I do not exactly know what you need help with. 12 views, 10 likes. Or, excuse me, 11 on the live stream. Doing it big today. Doing great. Keep those questions coming. What's your email? Hit me up on LinkedIn. I'll give it to you there. If you hit me up on LinkedIn and give me and message me there, I think you can even send an image right there too. I'll take a quick look. No guarantees. No guarantees. No, Jayhawk, we talked about the Instagram stuff and following you. You know this now. Does anyone else have any more questions? By all means, put them in the comment section. It's been a good live stream, by the way. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's see. Mr. Beast. That's funny. This is not Mr. Beast. Just testing if timeout is done. Yeah, Gwen. It probably is. Okay, I'm chilling. Jayhawk doesn't have any more questions. That's all right. You can stay. But, that's what the live stream is all about. It seems like we have run out of questions. So I'll stick around for 5 minutes. If we don't get any questions I'll stick around for 5 minutes. If we don't get any questions by then, let's call it a day and enjoy the rest of our weekend. Marsh says, machine learning next after algorithms and data structures? I don't know. Probably not. Hopefully not. I want to move more into the UX space. Yes, Mr. Beast. Just put it in there, and we'll see if we will answer your question or not. Faraz says, do I need to learn algorithm for web development? No. But it's going to help you, or it's going to help you learn. Christ Center Dev, you're going to check out Colt Steele algorithms? I haven't. But I want to check out different resources like books and stuff. I'm like over like videos. I've been doing that for so many years now. I'm over them right now. Not like I'll watch them, but I don't want them to be my main form of content for learning data structures and algorithms. Thanks, Jayhawk, but I think we're good. Do you know who Blue Shirt Kid is? I don't. Mr. Beast. I don't know who Blue Shirt Kid is. Jayhawk is wearing a blue shirt. All right. Well, I said 5 minutes, but it looks like we're kind of dying down here. So, I'm going to call it a day. O'Farrell says, JavaScript keeps having new flavors like Angular and Node. Should I get strong on JavaScript or Angular, Node, Vue? So, first off, Node is a back-end, a back-end technology. So it helps you learn back-end with JavaScript. Angular, Vue, those are front-end. So they're different uses, but they all use JavaScript, and the great thing is it's going to help you. So learn vanilla JavaScript and learn a framework at the same time. Right now it's React, but if you learn your core JavaScript, it's going to make switching over to another framework much easier. I learned AngularJS in a fraction of the time it took me to learn React because I was focusing more heavily on my JavaScript. And now the next step up for me is data structures with a little bit of algorithms. I've already done a lot of algorithms, but data structures in particular to help me figure some of this stuff out. All right, that's all I got today. Appreciate you guys coming by. What a random live stream. But thanks for coming by, and I'll talk to you guys later.